in Boston draws thousands of eager fans for the opening game of the World Series. Connie Mack, baseball's grand old man, is present. Joe Louis, the heavyweight champ, is there, as is Mrs. Grace Coolidge. Keeping a watchful eye on the proceedings is Commissioner Happy Chandler. And just for the fun of it, we get a new slant on the old pastime. Do you suppose you could call this an upside-down screwball? Manager Billy Southworth of Boston and Lou Boudreau of Cleveland are set, and Jeff Heath with his broken ankle sits it out. Boudreau gets a good luck token from his missus, and the world of baseball eagerly awaits the result. Over 40,000 fans get ready to yell themselves hoarse and play ball. And it's a pitcher's battle right from the start. Johnny Sain, 24-game winner of the Braves, seems to have the Indian sign on the vaunted Cleveland big guns. But the fans see some near-perfect pitching from Bob Feller, the Indians' great hurling star, pitching his first World Series game. Rapid Robert has a slight edge over Sain in the number of hits given up as the game goes on, and the tension mounts. No score so far in the 8th, when Feller gives up his second walk of the game to Bill Salkeld to start off Boston's half of the inning. And getting Salkeld to first may be just the break needed to bust the game wide open. Boston partisans are even more delirious when Mike McCormick lays down a bunt. On the sacrifice, Bill Macy, running for Salkeld, advances to second base. With 2 out and the count 1-1 on Holmes, Tommy gets his bat on one, a line single into left field, and here comes Macy around third on his way for home. It's only 1 run, but it's enough. 1 more than the Indians can put across. To clinch the 1-run margin, Sain strikes out Judnick in the 9th, and it's all over but the tumult and the shouting. Johnny is mobbed by enthusiastic teammates. He won the first 1-0 series game in 25 years. Boston will long remember this one. Next day at Braves Field, again the jam-packed crowds, again the excitement and tension of America's great sport as the second game begins. This one starts off with a bang. Bob Lemon on the mound for Cleveland. With 1 away, Alvin Dark hits a grounder that's fumbled by Gordon, and Dark reaches first safely. Earl Torgerson, Braves first baseman, is next up and proceeds to smash a clean single to right. That's the signal for Mr. Dark to light off in the direction of third, and he makes it, which brings up Bob Elliott at the plate. It's a single for Elliott, and here comes Dark home with the first run of the game. Looks like a real threat with only 1 man out, but the Indians are on the warpath. Lemon to Boudreau is the pickoff combination, and Torgerson scratched 1 thread. Warren Spahn kept out of trouble for 3 innings, but in the 4th, trouble. Boudreau opens the inning with a double. Cleveland's dynamic young player manager again provides the spark when his team needs it most. The tying run is now on second, and that brings up the veteran Joe Gordon. A hit, Gordon singles, and here comes Boudreau racing for third, and he's waved home. In ahead of the peg from the left field, with Gordon going to second on the throw-in. All even with Larry Doby up. Spahn winds up, pitches, and here it comes, and Doby, whammo! That's all for Spahn, and that's your ball game. Gordon comes home, and the Indians add 2 more to make it 4-1 victory. We're back at Braves Field in Boston for the 6th game of the World Series. Yes, and the umpires are back on the job, too. It's the land of free speech and baseball and World Series excitement. 40,000 fans, predominantly Braves fans, count on pitcher Bill Boiselle to keep Boston in the race for the series. Cleveland's Bob Lemon, winner of the second game, is on the mound. And today's game may tell the story. With 1 on in the 3rd, Boudreau takes aim. It's a sharp fly inside the right field line that Boston can't handle. Mitchell starts home with the first run of the game, and 1 run can be awfully big in this series, which the Indians lead 3 games to 2. In the 4th, the Braves' Mike McCormick steps up. Right down the middle, and here comes Bob Elliott, whose 2 homers aided Boston in its whopping 11-5 victory in the 5th game at Cleveland. Local boosters find cause for hope in a 1-1 ball game. But in the 6th, Joe Gordon is on the warpath.
Gone over the left field wall. A circuit count for Cleveland's Flash Gordon. And he makes a leisurely tour of the bases, putting the Tribe ahead a second time in this series classic that brought new records in crowds, gate receipts, and thrills, and perhaps the beginning of the end. Still the sixth. Thurman Tucker on third, and at the plate, Jim Hegan. It's a boundary to Elliott, but in Boston's try for a double play, Tucker scores when the ball is dropped. In the eighth, with Spahn pitching for the Braves, Robinson lines a single to right field, and coming home with the Indians' fourth run of the game is Ken Keltner. Boston hopes sag to a new low ebb. Here's a neat Boston double play with Tucker caught between third and home. Bill Salkeld writes finish to the act during a slam-bang encounter. And it retires the side, and the score 4-1 for Cleveland. The Braves 8th. The bases loaded. Elliott, Torgerson, and Holmes, and only one man out. You could hear a bean drop in Boston. That's all for Lemon. He's through, squeezed out. Gene Bearden, hero of the third game, takes up the cudgels for the Tribe. Clint Knatzer is up. That brings them to their feet. Knatzer's long fly to center produces a bit of speed in Tommy Holmes and a run for Boston. Now it's a 4-2 ball game, and another pinch hitter comes up. Phil Mazie, and the Braves aren't through yet. They keep coming back. And Torgerson heads for the payoff plate. After the fifth game, can you blame the Boston fans if they see another 6-run inning coming up? Then comes the fateful ninth, with Bearden nursing that one-run lead. The hush descends on Braves Field. Sisty's attempted sacrifice backfires. Hegan grabs it, takes to first, and Stanky is out on a double play. 2 down, 1 to go. Tommy Holmes out. It's a long fly ball to Kennedy, who snags it backed up against the left field wall. That's all. It's all over. But the congratulations between Boudreau and Bearden and the Cleveland Indians. They win the series 4-2, their first series victory since 1920. The American League champs give vent to their feelings, and who can blame them? They won a great series. They beat a great National League team. Billy Southworth congratulates Lou Boudreau, and joining in the celebration is the Indians owner, Bill Beck. And so another World Series goes down in the record books, and plenty wampum makes happy warriors smile. The smile of victory.